Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Prep Sports Show here at the Gainesville Sun. I'm Larry Savage, high school sports editor, along with Chief Correspondent Cliff Olson. How's it going, Cliff?
Pretty good, Larry.
Nice hit, nice hit.
No, I did cut my hair today, just for the show and every one in our audience
Way
today.
to go, Cliff. Okay, first off, for today's show, I'd like to acknowledge some signings today on Wednesday. I went to Chiefland and saw the signing of Taylor Fuller, catcher for Chiefland High School. She is going to the University of Florida. She's a phenomenal softball player, led the state in home runs last year, and that's a big get for Tim Walton and the Gators.
And no one steals any bases on her, do they, Larry?
No, they don't. I remember. I remember when they played PK Young. That was quite a game.
And she's got a cannon out of an arm.
She does. Also was at PK Young today and saw Nia Johnson, who's a guard for PK Young girls basketball. She's signed with Baylor University, which is preseason #1 in the country. So she's very excited about going to Baylor. She wanted to go out of state, so she got an offer from the #1 team, and she took it. So she's very excited, and she's glad it's over and can look forward to her senior season in girls basketball. In Williston, Max White from Williston has signed a scholarship with the University of Florida in baseball. So we've got two UF signings in the area on Wednesday. And Cliff, what on tap for Thursday?
Thursday, well, actually, we'll see today too. Ashley Johnson, catcher from Bradford softball, maybe the second best power hitter in the area, beside Taylor Fuller. She signed with UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham today. And then we have, and we talked about it, this area is great for softball catchers because you have Taylor Fuller with Ashley Johnson. Tomorrow, Taylor King from Oak Hall, she's signing with Texas. And then Stephanie Pilkington from Columbia, who also does some catching for them, she's signed with the University of South Alabama. 4 catchers, 4 D1 schools in the area. That's pretty cool for us, I think. And then also Oak Hall softball player, Taylor's teammate Haley Burkle, is signing with Augusta State University out of Georgia, and she's signing with them on Friday. And anybody else know of any other signings that are going to come up, please let us know because we want to cover those as well.
Volleyball, we have 7 area teams that advanced to Saturday's regional finals. All these finals will be played at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Those include Buchholz, Gainesville High School, PK Young, Cornerstone Academy, Lafayette, Trenton, and Union County. Buchholz will be hosting their regional final. They will be playing Winter Springs. That should be a really, really great match. Also playing locally is Trenton's at Lafayette. That should be another great match in 1A. And Crescent City's at Union County, which will be a great match as well. So we will definitely have at least one team from 1A in the Final Four next week.
And what's interesting about Trenton and Lafayette, I believe Lafayette only has 1 loss this season, and it was to who? Trenton. So there you go.
Yeah. And other teams playing, GHS is on the road. They'll be playing in Orlando against Edgewater. PK Young, which has had a phenomenal season this year under first-year coach Kobe Soji Hutzler. They'll be at Tallahassee McClay, which was in the Final Four last year, so that's going to be a great match. Cornerstone, which is in their first year in the FSSAA, they're in the regional final. They have to go to Tallahassee as well against John Paul II Catholic. And again, all those matches start at 2 o'clock. And then the Final Four will be next week, and it'll be Kissimmee. It's been in Lakeland for years. It's going to be Kissimmee next week, and it'll be at the Silver Spurs Arena.
And just with all those volleyball teams you mentioned, if that doesn't just tell everyone how great high school volleyball is in our area, I don't know what does, because, I mean, look at all I wish we could be more than a bunch of different places at one time to see all these great matches, because this postseason, I mean, this is great stuff, and great accomplishment to these kids and these coaches to get to this point in the season.
And a lot of those coaches are first-year coaches too. And last year we had 1 team reach the Final Four, and that was Oak Hall. So really, really phenomenal season already in volleyball. Football, we have several teams that actually made it to the playoffs, reached the playoffs. We had a tiebreaker on Monday. Bradford emerged the winner of that against Mount Dora. They won in the tiebreaker final, so to speak.
Yes.
Mount Dora beat Keystone Heights in the preliminary round.
In the first quarter, if you will, and they went for 2 to beat Keystone, and then played Bradford, and Bradford had beaten them last week at in their district final game of their district schedule. Blew them out. 40-0, and then has to squeak it out in the in the tiebreaker, but Bradford punches their first playoff ticket since '06.
Yeah, we have 8 teams that are in the playoffs. So
Or was it '04? It was one of those, Larry, sorry.
Right. Gainesville High School will go on the road. They'll be going to Brooksville Hernando. And all these playoffs start on November 18th, so it's not this Friday, but a week from this Friday. Gainesville in 6A will be at Brooksville Hernando. Columbia will be at number 3, St. Augustine. In 5A, Santa Fe will be going to number 3, Dade City Pasco. In 4A, Bradford, which won that playoff tiebreaker, is at Jacksonville Reigns.
But what's interesting about that, I think, Larry, and I think we've talked about this too, Reigns actually wins that district that has Jacksonville Bulls in it.
Right.
Usually, the runner-up, would be Bradford. Of course, you would think, play Bulls, but maybe they get a break. But I don't know. Reigns is obviously pretty good.
Yes, they are. 3A, Fort White is at Orlando, the First Academy. And then we have 3 matches in 1A. Hawthorne is at Monticello, Jefferson County. Trenton's at Lafayette. And, Lafayette's at Trenton. My fault, I apologize. And Wildwood is at top-ranked Union County. In swimming, this week will be the swimming state championships. On Thursday, Buchholz will be going into 3A state championship. The girls are looking to finish in the top 5. And on Friday, PK Young will be in the 1A state championships. We have a couple of swimmers from there. We have Colin Fitzgerald in diving, who's a very good diver. I think he's seeded 4th going in.
His first regional title, 3rd straight trip to state, so we'll see what he can do.
And we have a freshman swimmer, Carl Williams, who's a very good swimmer, and she's looking to place in her 2 events, the 200, 500 free. And then in Saturday, we have Gainesville High School, Eastside, and Columbia swimming. And GHS boys have a great opportunity to finally give Rob Ramirez his first state title. So that's something to look out for Saturday. And what's going on in cross country, Cliff?
Well, like every other sport we're dealing with right now in the fall, postseason for them as well. The regional meets are this Saturday. You actually, believe it or not, 3 of them are going to be hosted at the in Lake City, right next to Columbia High School in Alligator Lake Park. So there'll be 3 regions there. You'll have Eastside will be there. The boys and the girls just won their coming off district championships. We believe the Eastside boys won their first district championship since '86. So that's big for them. Emilio Quintana and James Davis lead the way for those guys. And Santa Fe will be there, GHS will be there, those type of schools. Then you have the Region 1, I think it's 4A, correct? Or is it? Yeah, it's 4A with Buchholz. It'll actually be the last time we'll get the chance to see Chris Godwin of Buchholz run on his home course and in our area before he goes down to state. And then you have the Oak Hall girls who still have their eye on the ultimate prize, the 1A title. They'll be down in Winter Park, Trinity Prep High School for their regional meet. And before we close, I did want to throw out the Columbia girls bowling team, 7th at state. They finished up their 2-day event today, so nice job for those girls to get to the state tournament bowling and finish 7th.
Be sure to get scoring updates online at preps.gainesville.com on Thursday and Friday for football. And like us at our Facebook page, which is Gainesville Preps. And you can follow me on Twitter at SunPreps.
And you can follow me on Twitter at OlsonC23. And me and Larry update post all our scores from every game we attend. Also, be on the lookout for next Thursday. We actually will be having a special football playoff edition of the show where me and Larry break down and take an in-depth look at all of our area teams in the football playoffs. And it'll be in addition to our normally scheduled high school show. So stay tuned for that. Thank you.